Yo, this is a comparison between my Kraken and my Kraken that I got today. So first, I should clean my camera actually. Okay. So this Kraken I've had since November 2021. Um, it lasted me until maybe July or June of 2022. At that point, I think the handles cracked. Well, I know what happened. I just don't know if it happened around summer. I think it was around summer, where it was around summer, around like early midsummer, maybe late spring, like 6, 7, like 6, 7. It's like 6, 7 months, 6, 7 months into this thing's lifespan. Around summer, around July or so, my tolerances weren't working. It didn't matter how much I tightened or loosened or what I changed, the handles just wouldn't move, and got like the handles wouldn't move. I sent it to Squid. It turned out both handles were cracked. They gave me a free handle replacement, right? The blade was fine, so they sent it back. And then shortly after I got my Kraken back, I sent it to Gold Dust for speed channeling. I saw somebody on their Instagram story had a speed channeled blue Kraken. I was like, "Where'd you get it?" And he was like, "Gold Dust." Gold Dust went viral in the Balisong community for his custom speed channeled Kraken for some guy. I forget the name of. Was it Chicken Man? No, I don't think it was Chicken Man. He just gave someone like a speed channeled Kraken. It was a custom request, and he said he would open them in a few months. And he opened them silently so he wouldn't get bombarded with requests. So I got mine speed channeled, and then today I got this Kraken. Okay, I got this for $150, brand new. Okay, this thing doesn't have a scratch or a dent on it. Tolerances are clean. All right. Got this thing today. For $150. Oops, I don't want to fuck up the knife. It's a really nice flipper. It's really, really cool. It's Bowie. Okay. So this is the V3. I think the only actual change from the V3 and the V2 and the 2.5, or the only change from the V2.5 to the V3 is the Zen pin. So, hold on, let me actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So the only change between these two is actually the Zen pin. Or is it the entire tang? It's the entire tang. Okay, is the tang. So if you look at the tang on this, it's super sharp and pointy and annoying. This would very often get in the way when you're doing something like this, or I guess like a general pinky fan. Yeah, see, it actually just pinched me right there. And you see this, compare it to this. This is a lot more round. Just rounded off. I think these have been on the Kraken trainers since maybe early 20. I think actually late 2021. These have been on the Kraken trainers for coming up on like 2 years, like a year and a half, right? Like a year and a half, right? And then I kept asking Lucas, like the ETA on the live blade ones, and I don't know, it just took him a long time. I think this is sad. I can tell if this would matter or not. I kept asking him for the ETA, and he just didn't have one. I guess he has one now because they're out. But really, like, that's like a huge improvement because it's just so much more easygoing. But I want to compare these two. The Inked Kraken 2.5 to the Tanto Kraken 2.5 to the Bowie V3. I actually can't tell which one I like flipping more. That one has less handle weight, so it's lighter. This one's a lighter flipper, more blade weight. There's more blade weight, so it feels almost not like a Squiddy or a Nami kind of. But this is just more solid, right? So does it fan better? Hold on. No, this fan's better. So this definitely fans better. Oh, okay, hold on. I just figured it out. So this has more. I was confused. I was confused on why I thought this like handled better. I was confused on why I thought this like fan better, and I just realized it's because like this because I was like this has more handle weight, so why should it fan better than that? But then I remember they're on two different blades, and this probably has more tip weight. So like, let me get a feel for this real quick. Yeah, I think it's actually like a huge matter of preference because this has less tip weight and less handle weight, so it is more blade biased. So it actually is more blade biased, for sure. It is very neutral, but it's like it's blade biased. I know it is. I feel it. What about this? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell because this has more handle weight, but it also has more tip weight. I do think generally the speed channel has more blade bias. I can't tell which one I like better as a flipper. I think they're both just very different flippers. They're still Krakens though, so. You know, this definitely has more blade weight. Okay, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to bore you guys with me just trying to figure out the balance on these knives. But I am pretty sure that this thing, despite having more tip weight than the other knife, is still like pretty neutral. It's a little. So this is a little more neutral and has more is a little more handle bias than this. It's weird to. I can't really balance it. Hold on. Yeah, so this is pretty neutral, but it definitely has a Wait, hold on. So I'm almost certain this has more blade weight. I can't tell which one is more blade biased. Okay. Which one has more tip weight? Okay. I think I got it. Okay, yeah. This has more tip weight. All right. Yeah, so this is a little more blade biased, I'm pretty sure. It's hard to feel for. It's hard to feel for because they have different blades and they have different handles. So it's like they have like entirely different balances. But this definitely has like a little more tip weight. Actually, no, significantly more tip weight because like if this has if this thing is more blade biased than that, when that thing literally has two huge holes in like a huge hole in each handle, like dude, Like what's the weight distribution on these looking like? Yeah, no, there's like like the little swedge here. Okay, yeah. I thought I was going crazy. If anybody has a speed channel Kraken, and also has like a normal Kraken, please, and like a normal Bowie Kraken, please give me your thoughts, because I thought I was going. I think I'm going insane right now. But they have similar balances, I think. It's easier to do rollovers on this thing because of the tip weight. I don't know which one I like more as a flipper. This one's definitely more comfortable. Because of the tang, and probably because it's just newer. But as a knife, this one's definitely more comfortable, and because there's just more to grab on. I know this one definitely has more handle weight. I feel like I'm lying to myself, though. I'll make a second video of, like, I feel like I'm lying. This one feels like it has more handle weight. I have to figure out how to do this test. So if it's handle biased, I think the blade will go past the handle. So me. So the farther it goes to the left, the more blade biased it is, I believe. Yeah, okay. This definitely has more tip weight. This is more neutral. I actually do prefer a little blade bias. I love neutral, but like no knife is truly neutral. Like a knife has to be edging towards just something, right? So I'd rather it be edging towards like blade weight rather than handle weight. I like both, but like for like technical flipping, I prefer blade bias, and for just like flow, I guess handle bias works. This is still like a pretty neutral knife, I'd say, actually. Or maybe I've actually gone insane because of the sheer amount of flipping I've put on the Kraken. And now I just think like extreme handle bias is extreme blade bias is neutral or whatever. But that I know for sure has more tip weight than this. Retarded? Okay. But that I know for sure is more tip weight than this. I can't tell if I'm like in my head I'm quantifying raw tip weight or if I'm like thinking of like a ratio between the handles. Okay. Definitely tip weight. Fuck. That one, I think I think this one's like slightly more blade biased. This is still like. I could still feel the blade weight. Yeah. Okay. No. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stop. The argument. Okay. I think I like this one better. This one like has like purposes that one doesn't, because it's lighter, and it has a different balance. But I think generally as a flipper, I think this is better. It's just heavier, right? Yeah, I'll probably make a follow-up video if I find out more. I'll see you guys.